Hi, it's Alex from Clive Pierce Property. I'm here in Hawthorn Way in Threemilestone at the moment, and we've come to have a look at a 2 double-bedroom semi-detached house with plenty of driveway parking to the front, you can see, and a nice little garden. And this is a great location because there is a network of paths leading into the centre of the village, and of course Threemilestone ever popular because you've got a really good collection of shops there in the middle, including the Co-op mini supermarket. And there is a doctors and dentists and pharmacy, etc. And also a very nicely updated village hall. So lovely community. And the Victoria Inn, famous for their carveries, of course. And we're not far from the Royal Cornwall Hospital, Truro College and Richard Lander Secondary School. You can see there's good accessibility to the front as well as parking. And that parking extends then to the side of the property where there is further space, not just for storage or parking, but also potentially, subject to any necessary works and consents, perhaps room to extend the property even. So we come up the little ramped access to the front, and there is UPVC double glazing, so double glazed front door opening into this entrance porch here. And you can see a handy space as you come in. And then an interior glazed door. Just shut that one there. And we're into a large living room, which is really, I suppose, a living dining room, depending on how you want to configure the property, of course, but a really good space. There's a bit of storage under the stairs, a gas fire in situ, but also there is mains gas central heating with a relatively recent Worcester mains gas central heating boiler fitted too. So you can see a nice big double radiator there. And then through to the kitchen with a breakfast bar, plenty of storage, so base, wall and tower units for storage, and space for that slot-in electric cooker, and then space and plumbing for laundry appliances with a single bowl stainless steel sink. It's got the advantage here of a conservatory to the rear, just giving a little bit of extra space. Again, perhaps utility space, quite useful. And we'll take a look outside in a moment. But you can see it's got a really lovely rear garden. And then heading up the stairs, always surprises me just how spacious these properties are. So really good sized bedrooms. This is a large double and looks down on the rear garden. It also then has this, what's really, I suppose, an airing cupboard, but storage cupboard with that modern Worcester mains gas central heating boiler fitted. The bathroom is being converted into a wet room, so it's a shower room, wet room. Of course, some may want to put a bath back in, which I'm sure would be relatively straightforward, but it does have a proper wet room floor and wet room drain. And then you can see a Myra electric shower with the useful grab handles and the shower curtain rail around. So it's been really geared up for accessibility, which is great. So white close couple WC and pedestal basin. And then the further bedroom to the front here, which again you can see would comfortably take a double bed. And we'll pop down and have a look at the garden. So outside now, coming out from the conservatory there, you can see there's a little bit of ramped access out to this additional parking area, which is a really good space to the side here. So nicely enclosed with the gates there. And there is an outside tap. And this space, I'm sure many people could think of lots of good uses for. And it actually goes back a bit further than first meets the eye, because of course this summer house is placed on sort of hard standing here too. So that comes right back past the property to a patio area where there's a storage shed, and then a little retaining wall and up a few steps here to a very nicely planted and lawned garden Some very pretty specimen plants there. We'll just follow the pathway up to the corner to give you the perspective back at the house. There we go. And you can see it's actually a surprisingly good garden plot here. And just pointing the camera down in the approximate southerly direction now, you can see you're going to have sun starting in the morning over this direction and heading over that way. So a good amount of sun throughout the day in this property, in the rear garden. A very well located and spacious 2-bedroom semi-detached property here in Threemilestone, just outside Truro. Really handy for the main A30, but also handy for whizzing out to the North Cornish coast. Well worth coming to have a look at. If you'd like to book a viewing, do please get in touch. It's Clive Pierce Property on 01872 272 622.